Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 30, Week 2, Round 1. So after a disappointing first week of the season, I'm hoping to bounce back here. My big struggle has been ships. It's been ships for the last couple seasons. I am really thinking about going forward, just taking a much more offensive approach in terms of ships. But I didn't do that today, and that is because my opponent, Petros Calmstone, is an efficiency player. So let's look at the matchup. Alright, well, the hotbot got a little bit of makeover, so let's go through this. It is a little different than what I'm used to, but I have a little bit more of the green on my side. So the stats section has been redone, and I actually think that they've taken out some useful info. They've taken out the old legacy stats, so I don't really know what kind of player Petros had been in the old system. And they've removed the current score for this season so far, which I also think is a useful stat, and I'm sad that that's gone as well. But I did look it up. So far this season, he's averaged over 2,000 banners per match. So he basically has cleared every single time so far. We're up against, like I said, an efficiency player who goes heavy offense. Comparing our rosters, and I've got about 600,000 more total GP than my opponent, but he's got the edge on top 65 and top 80, not by a lot, but by a little. I have about 40 more Zetas than he does, but he's got 9 Omicrons to my 7. Let's take a look at those. And what jumps off the board right from the get-go is he's got Darth Malgus with all 3 Omicrons at Relic 8. In fact, all of his Omicrons are for GAC, so this advantage that he has on Omicrons is absolutely real. Looking at the speeds, and we're very, very close, almost identical, and my opponent's got about 20 more Gear 13 characters than I do. Looking at mods, and I've got an advantage in total 6-dot mods and in a lot of the speed categories, but my opponent has more plus 25 speed mods and more plus 20 speed mods than I do. Looking at relics, and my opponent has about 100 more total relic levels than me. An advantage, but not a huge advantage. And new to the hotbot, we've got a Datacron analysis. I've actually got more total Datacron levels than he does. I've got 1 level 9 Datacron compared to his none, and I've got 5 level 6s. So a little bit of advantage there for me. Looking at Galactic Legends, and we're actually even. We've actually got 3-3. They're all basically identical. Even our Jedi Master Lukes are both Relic 8. And looking at the other key characters, you'll see neither of us have Starkiller, but right there in the very middle where his Malgus is, I was able to unlock Malgus as well. I was able to red crate my last 2 times. Yes, I spent $10 on one of the Conquest packs. I realized on the second go around of Conquest that if I bought the pack, I would get just enough shards from that extra in order to be able to get Malgus if I red crated the last 2 times. So I went ahead and did that. I almost never spend money on this game, but I did that just to get Malgus, and I could get him up to Relic 5. But my opponent was able to get him to Relic 8 and put all 3 of the Omicrons on him, whereas I just put his leadership on. Last thing is ships. We are even here. Both of us have Executor with our Relic 8 Piet. So we're doing our attacks with only an hour and a half left in the attack phase, and my opponent has already gone. Again, he is an efficiency player. He tends to hold all 3 of his GLs for offense, along with several of his good ships, and so I played pretty heavy defense. And it looks like I was able to stop him. So up front here, trying to draw out as many of his GLs as possible. We've got Gas, my Jedi Master Luke with his level 9 Datacron. We got CLS, my Malgus, and Qui-Gon Jinn. He ended up dropping battles on Qui-Gon Jinn, Malgus, and Gas. So ton of drop battles. Obviously he was trying to hold as many GLs as he could, but I think I was able to draw him out because when we got to the back here, he was not able to get through my Jedi Master Kenobi with the Galactic Republic Datacron that stuns every time they do a special. So that held. My Maul here also got a hold, so that's good. Up front, none of these got any holds, but that was to be expected. And then in the back, I put my Negotiator, Malevolence, and Empire all on defense, and my Negotiator got a hold also. So I saved Executor for offense, but usually he uses his Executor on offense also. So if it's there, great. If it's not, I'll use it for something else. But it looks like I just need to clear. Now, will I be able to do that? We shall see. We've got Jedi Training Rey, a Rolo squad. We got Akbar with the Omicron, a Bad Batch squad that I wasn't actually expecting, and then this Poggle team. And then down here, we've got Geo's, a Mon Mothma team. There is his Malagus, Qui-Gon Jinn, and CLS. So we've got some tough squads, but I intentionally saved my SLKR for offense because I was expecting him to put Malagus on defense. So that is going to be the counter I try there. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. And we'll just start with the Malagus one. I am expecting that SLKR with Watt should be enough. We'll see if I have a Datacron that I want to put on here. We're just going to go with this one. And jump right in. I don't know that this should be a problem. I mean, honestly, this is one of those things where it's brand new, and so you don't know what to use or what's, you know, what's going to be successful or not. I just figured we will go with a Galactic Legend, and that hopefully that will be enough. I don't know if it will be or not, but if not, then we're really screwed because I don't know what I would take. I've seen people get this down with Sith Trio, but their Sith Trios were like all Relic 7 and super amazing. Mine is all Gear 12, so it's just a matter of can I survive long enough because Malagus does hit hard. Hopefully they'll, yeah, focus on Watt a little bit. I'm worried, actually. Gotta be honest. Oy, oy, oy. I'm thinking I'm gonna pop my ultimate as soon as I get a chance because his big hits hurt a lot. Like, look at that. That was rough. And he can't get stunned. Well, I'm back up to full, so I'll hold it for now. You would think SLKR could beat him one-on-one. But look at that hit. That's power right there. All right, let's pop it. Okay. That was a lot scarier and sketchier than I would have hoped. So, yeah. All right, let's jump to the Qui-Gon team. We're going to do what we've been doing and give that Newt team a shot. I need to get Newt up to Relic at some point, but it's not going to be right now. The difficulty with this particular setup is he's got Mace, who is going to taunt at some point. And, oh, lovely. Okay, well, Jedi Knight Anakin's initial hit didn't kill Newt, so that's nice. There it did. Okay, so there is the... There it is. This should kill. Nice. Qui-Gon. Now we just got to kill Anakin. And Newt's available. That's a problem. He's going to die. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, yes, he did. Okay. I kind of expected that, but that's okay. This is looking good. Looking like it's going to be a one-shot. Excellent. To me, that's a pretty cheap counter for that team. So I'm happy to go with it. All right, next up is CLS. And we are going to do what we did last time, which, what was it? Jedi Knight Revan. And it is sub out Jolie and put in Bastila. And I think I can get a thing on them too. We don't want that one. And we're going to go with this one, even though we don't get the full benefit because my guys aren't Relic 5. We do get the plus 25% turn meter, so should be able to go first. And going first is a beautiful thing. So we will just see if we can get Chupio out quickly. Almost. And see if we can stun CLS. Nice. Excellent. All right, next up, Mothma. We will give Iden a go. Little worried because Cara Dune is such a high relic, but it is what the plan calls for. So hopefully, cross our fingers, this works fine. There is no Kyle Katarn, so hopefully all goes well. I'm actually going to switch over to Hoth Rebel Scout instead. Push back those cooldowns or whatever. And we're stuck hitting her for a bit. There's their friend. No reason to go after using the Terminate yet. Not even close. I wonder if I should have held that until they got some buffs up or something. I think this is going to work eventually. It's just going to take time. You know, we're killing by paper cuts here a little bit. Oh, goodness. All right, well, that was a big hit. Didn't expect that to kill him. All right. Can we kill it with Terminate? Yes, he's not coming back. All right. This just got immensely easier, I think. Do that. We'll even put a death mark on her next time it comes up, I think. Pile on. Death mark. Cleanse it right off. Of course she did. It's okay. It's all right. We'll get her down eventually here. Just a matter of time. And almost. Come on. There we go. That battle always takes a little bit, but I was confident it would be a win. We're going to go with Vader here, but we're going to do it with an Empire team that doesn't include EP and Mara. So we're going to do a Thrawn lead with Vader and Gideon. And that will leave Mara and EP to go on their own. We'll pull back turn meter. Oh, and I'm supposed to go into Merciless. Golly. You know, sometimes you just screw it up completely. Let's throw it back over there. Hopefully that won't cause me any problems. It doesn't look like it has. Alright, so this all went smoothly. Went fine. I wonder if I can get a heal. No. Should have waited. I was trying to get over to Thrawn and didn't. Alright, let's see what's in the back. Did he hide a GL back there for me? No, he did not. Alright, let me have a second, make sure I know what I'm doing for each team, and then we'll keep going. So, this is pretty much what I expected. In fact, I think I actually have too much for offense again. We're just going to stay here and go through these ones. There is at least one squad here that I'm a little worried about, and that is Iden, actually, because it's not my normal counter. I'm going to try and do it with Traya, and the reason I'm concerned about that is my Traya is really low geared. But this Iden is actually really low geared as well. It really is just Shore and Stark that are, you know, potentially problems. So I'm hoping that even though I'm low geared, I am high enough geared to survive. I don't know, maybe not. Let us do that. We're gonna pass it over to Scion just to get a little protection back. He is gonna die. So this won't work. We'll see. Yeah, he's about to die. About to be dead. Okay, well, maybe this won't work after all. Alright, well, he's dead and didn't have the buff, so didn't come back. And Shore doesn't have the buff either, so he won't come back. Iden hits really, really hard for, you know, she's like not 7 stars. She's really low geared, but she just hits really hard. But it ended up working. That was not nearly as clean as I hoped, but it's fine. We'll go after Grievous with Wampa. And I suppose we could put a Datacron on. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of dark side teams on offense, so might as well use one here. And we've seen this a million times at this point. We will just go ahead and hit fast forward. All right. So that brings us to Newt, and we will go with Bosk and Mando for that. And the nice thing about this counter is that B1 always counts as the weakest person, so even though Django is over there in damage immunity and Newt's gonna go stealth at some point, it won't matter because we get to get our contract on B1, and then we will go ahead and disintegrate Django. Let's go ahead and heal. And We'll pay that off. And what goes from a team that should be super hard becomes pretty easy at that point. Now the only question is, can I get full banners? It's going to be close on Mando. Nice. All right, we got the Boba team, and we will go with the Rebel squad here with Old Ben, and I think we're going to go with this one because they get damage immunity at the beginning, so why not? And let's snipe out Zam. And our damage immunity is almost out, but that is okay because they are almost dead. Looks like we're gonna lose one banner on Old Ben, but I can live with that. Next up, JTR. Hopefully we don't have a problem here with losing BB-8 too fast. We will wave down Stormtrooper so they can't taunt, and then we'll work on Phasma, I guess. We'll switch over to TIE Pilot. No, back to Phasma. We're just kind of ping-ponging depending on who has got, who's stunned and who's not. Let's wave down the tank again. Dodge because of the foresight. Just trying to take care of the guys who can do some damage first. We can wave him down. And almost done. Fantastic. All right, so this worked out well. I expected it to go fine. I'd like to get to Illuminated Destiny, though, so that I can get back my protection. So we're going to see if we can draw this out at all. Ooh, that was close. Let's do this to draw it out. Burn to draw it out. Yes, all right. Nice. We stalled just hard enough. All right, up to the front. And I'm going to actually change my plan. I was going to go with troopers here, but I didn't realize their BB-8 was as fast as it is. And it's actually faster than my troopers. So we're going to go with Padme here. I think that should work out fine, better, good. Probably should have put a Datacron on, and I didn't. Totally forgot. I think they should put a little notice or something on here that says, like, you forgot to equip a Datacron, do you want to, or something like that, you know? But one more thing for them to worry about. I don't think they'll ever do it, but it would be nice. Miss there. Get those buffs off. Alright, so I have a feeling this is going to be fine. I'm not going to get very good banners for it, though. Let's dial that back up. And we're going to do this because we would miss otherwise. And we'll call everybody, and good. Alright, we're going to see if we can Bad Batch the Akbar. I don't know if we can. I think we can. The funny thing is, I really don't have a whole lot of like heavy hitting teams left, but he didn't set a very hard defense up top here. Just like I don't usually set a very hard defense up top, so this should all go super well, super easy. We'll do the AoE, why not? And we'll give that back to Hunter to double tap. And we'll give it back to Hunter again. And let's double tap this guy. And pull her out. Just make sure I'm healed all the way. And this should kill her. Alright, against his Poggle squad with Droidica, we are going to go with Geos. Again, I've got other options. Just really, really like Geos against Droidica. I said that last time, and yeah. I love the fact that there's 2 different dispels on the squad to make sure that Droidica doesn't hurt you. So we're going to go after Poggle until Droidica does his roll up. And there it is. And so we'll do this one. It's not going to kill it, but using the big hit dispels and then does the damage. So that, and then the other one is the Brute Alpha's middle ability that also dispels. So I just really think Geos are a really clean counter to teams with Droidica. Assuming, you know, all the other characters on the squad will allow it. Rolo, I was actually going to nest this, but I think we're going to trooper it, which means that I'm not going to end up using my Grievous this round, or my crew. That's okay. Start in on Captain Han, since he can revive, but yeah, oh well, this is going to be fast. All right, I like it. Good. And that leaves me with EP, Mara, and Basila Shan Fallen. And there are a bunch of Datacrons I didn't use, I should have used. None of these will apply. We'll do that. It just gives me more potency, so we will land more stuff, I guess. Because I put Malgus on to the Darth Revan squad, it meant we had a Bastila left over. Would have been nice to have gone first, but that's okay. We got back on track. Fear him again. And that works fine. All right, to ships we go. And we already have the victory without ships. I like that a lot. If I could always make it so I don't have to worry about ships, that would be great. So this is what I was expecting, and I, like I said, kept my Executor for offense anyway. So we will take that against the Empire. I think going forward, I may just start keeping a lot of my better ships for offense and just... I've been pretty successful on the ground, so just make it an efficiency match, essentially, against teams that are, you know, that I'm an underdog for. Obviously, if I have matchups like this, where we're essentially even, then I can play it with a little more strategy, but... just so tired of doing well on ground and losing because of ships. So we can avoid that. That would be really nice. You know, I think I'm just gonna cleanse all this. Yeah, get rid of all that burning. I probably could have left some of my guys on the bench, but again, didn't need to worry about banners. And we will be done with this just a second. There we go. And that leaves me with this home 1 squad that will go finalizer on. And we got to make sure we do the old school lineup so that we can get Millennium Falcon out right away. So we will put Hunted on the Falcon. We will stun the Falcon, and we will kill the Falcon. Nice. All right. So now it's just a matter of working down the rest of these guys. Let's do it there. And I think we'll do it here again. Let's bring in the tank and call the mass assist. What do we got? Oh, the Outrider. That ship just doesn't feel very good. I feel like it's like just paper thin. All right, nice. That's about as clean as I can get that. And then we've got this Tarkin team with kind of a lot of junk. I'm not sure. They must not have the Radis unlocked or something. But we are just going to go with your basic Rebel squad. And I suppose that Rey's Falcon is the... I guess that's the biggest threat? Threat no more. Oh, look at that. 2 out of 3 dodged. That's kind of a bummer. Let's get rid of all that garbage. And let's bring in... I know lots of people like to bring in Cassian first. I really like to get the quicker next reinforcement out, because I never feel like I'm going to win, you know, in the next 2 hits or something. So that's why I like to bring out Phoenix first. But it's like that. Now I can bring out Cassian, dispel all that stuff, get the assist, and finish. All right. So that was very satisfying. I think that's my first one-shot full clear in quite a while. 2065 to 1624. Even if my opponent was able to come back and clear that Jedi Master Kenobi, we'd still get the win. So very pleased with this effort. And I guess that's just kind of an indication that if we have kind of even matchups, I can still do all right, which is nice because honestly, getting a little bit depressed with how often I was losing. I want to say thank you to Petros Calmstone for the match, and thank you all for watching. I hope to see you again in next round.